What's going on, my peoples? I go by the name of Sorcerer, and I'm now going to be doing a reading. It's about what's next in your love life. If it resonates, I hope it helps. If not, send it back to the universe. Energy is fluid. We keep on shining and you stay rising. So, hope everybody's feeling okay. I'm feeling quite a buzz at the moment, and I thank my girlfriend, to be honest with you. Well, I'll say my girlfriend, my wife, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it all the way, you know what I mean? But yes. I'm loving the energy, and I hope you are too. I'm feeling brand new. That's what I feel like. Okay. Whew. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to do a spread of what's to come in your love life next, and we'll just see what happens. Because, you know, at the end of the day, everyone deserves to feel loved. But just remember, even if you're not with anybody, you are loved because you love yourself. Okay, let's go and see what's happening. Interesting. Okay. Well, the next person that's significant to you in terms of your love life is going to be someone that isn't your type, or your normal type. Someone that you would say would be like you know she's a he or she, excuse me, or any gender fluid. It doesn't matter really, if I'm being honest with you. But I'm being honest with you guys. Well, that person isn't your type, like your normal type at all, and that's not a bad thing. That could be someone that has that freshness, that fresh feeling, that feeling of renewalness, renewed energy. There is an energy of long-term goals, and it's someone that you don't really like out of nowhere. It's like, bang, didn't realize that this person that I'm attracted to doesn't fit the criteria of my quote-unquote type, you know. But I think it's going to slightly bother you a little bit. And I think it comes from the place of, like, you're worried about what your friends will think. Yeah, you're worried about what your friends will think. I think it's I know the feeling from the reading. And it's like, you're not expecting for this to happen. And that, for me, I think that's it. I think that's a lovely thing at the end of the day, because, you feel the reals. When you feel the reals of this energy between you and the significant other, then you know there's that genuine feeling that, and that's where I think, yes, okay, makes sense to me. Just 1 second, I just want to finish all this clarification. But yeah, as I said to you, the next person that's coming that's significant in your love life is somebody that you don't necessarily see as like your quote-unquote, type that you go for, or preference per se. This person brings continuity in your life, though. There's a sense of like togetherness between the pair of you. It feels like a vibe. Yes, it feels like a vibe, a vibe that you feel intuitively, and more so that person, because you've got the High Priestess. You got the High Priestess over here, as you can see. Just waiting for the clarification. You've got the Four of Wands, and as you can see, there's that cohesion with the Four of Wands. But if you look closely with the Four of Wands, with just adjusting on there you go, you can see that even though there's 4 wands, there's that essence of 1111, and you've got the High Priestess over here, which is the card, which is 2, but also represents 11. It's that opposites for me attract. It's both of these are polar opposites with the light and dark. And you've got, again, another High Priestess card, but this is as a clarification, followed by the 4 of Pentacles. And for me, that means, wow, I just realized something crazy. Oh my God. Sorry guys, I just had to say. So you're the High Priestess, and you got the Four of Wands. But you've also got the Four of Pentacles, with the High Priestess. And for me, it's that balance. You used to create that balance. Even if you guys are polar opposites between the pair of you, it's that balance that you feel, you know, it just makes sense. It doesn't, in your eyes, initially might not make sense, but it makes sense if you think about it. You got the Hermit card. The Hermit card, deep thought. But when you have that deep thought, with the clarification, you got the Ten of Pentacles, which basically means it's that long-term goal of success and vision. You know, at the bottom of the deck, you've also got the Ten of Pentacles with the other tarot deck. You've got completion, happiness. You know, for me, after you coming into this realization, it's a no-brainer. But you have to remove yourself with the idea of somewhat feeling as if like, and I'm going to keep it real, but I think you care too much of what your friends think about your relationship, or more of an image thing. And I think you need to drop that idea, because it's necessarily not important. Your happiness outweighs that at the end of the day. This person has a balance about, like, this person brings a balance in your relationship, you know. And it's a case of you to basically, it's all in that plan for Archangel Michael with the Temperance card, you know. And you probably have a few options, but you've got the option that will benefit you emotionally, spiritually, intimately, you know. But I think what's caught you off guard is the element of that person not being your quote-unquote regular type. But it's a case of removing that illusion and thought, you know. And for being honest with you, right, anything that comes that you see as your type, right, you've got the Nine of Cups there. And it's a case of you, anybody that comes in with that clarification is the Three of Cups, right? It's if you pray for rain, you're going to have to be ready for the mud that meets you. So there are things such as, like, what I mean by that, you know, if you pray for rain, you got to be ready for the mud that meets you, is that you got to be careful what you wish for. Because those people might be quote unquote, or this person might be quote unquote, meets your aesthetic style, but in terms of like, innately in you, you don't feel that person has that vibe, that feeling towards you. And it's going to just end in heartache. So perhaps this is Source saying to you that, you know, not everyone that you see for you know, immediately to your eye is, you know, doesn't necessarily mean that if they don't have your preference, they're not your type. If anything, it should only really get you a reality check that perhaps you've been sort of giving yourself the tunnel vision and not allowing yourself to be open-minded with certain type of preferences or people that you know you've allowed yourself or not allowed yourself to go into your life and try date and interact and immigrate in terms of your feelings, whatever, etc, etc. But honestly, I just think to myself, you've got this realization, you've got the Hangman in reverse, which is sort of like your aha moment of you being able to understand that this is your time to understand that this person who's come into your life does actually create that balance. But it comes through removing that old idea into your new idea, you know. You've got the Justice in reverse, followed by the Ten of Cups. And I'm just going to get a clarification over that anyway, because I'm just going to double check on that, because that's what I'll be doing anyway. But yeah, let me have a look. Yes, that's it. Yeah, so this is a case of because you got the Ace of Swords as well, and this is about you. Okay, it makes a lot of sense to me now. So all of this is going to happen around October 7th, in the 10th month. That's what my intuition is saying. I could have gone and said 10 weeks, but I'm gonna say more towards the 10-month period. And this comes to a time when you don't see it. That's why I've got the Justice card in reverse. And my intuition is telling me that it's a case for you having this feeling is going to hit you on the blind side. And you're like, whoa, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect any of this. Why am I getting these feelings with this quote unquote person that, not really my type, but, I'm just going to see what happens and let's just go for it. And that's what Source is saying at the end of the day, for you to go for it, Because there's that balance. I think, again, you got the six of Pentacles, a lot of sixes, so a lot of positive movement towards the situation, This person is very good looking, but not your type. Like, and I say good looking in the sense of like, not just the way, like, they look, but the way so I'd say that self-care appearance. They take care of themselves, abundant, really assured of themselves, like know themselves. And I think that's what makes you feel really attractive over the situation, is more their confidence rather than your quote unquote preference or type. It's what they exude, and it's their confidence that they exude, and that basically overrides what you see as your preference. You're just like, whoa, this person owns who they are, and I'm like, I have to big you up for that, because not a lot of people have that confidence, but that person does. So it's a case for you to understand, like, that it's a check yourself moment. Yes, it's a check yourself moment. That's what my intuition is telling me. Like, check yourself. Like, not everybody that fits that template that you quote unquote like go for is going to be the person that you're going to live the rest of your life with or fall in love with, But I know it's through that realization is that you're like, okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. And your final cards, I'm gonna yes. So you've got the Judgment in reverse. As you can see, just with the and you've got the clarifications of an advice is, you got the Hermit card and the Empress. And what I mean by this is, like, with a card with the Judgment in reverse, it goes back to the point of reference that it's gonna hit you at the blind side. You're not gonna get any signs over it. But I think it's also Source's way of like showing you and testing you during this current time and during this process that, it's here to surprise you, and it's here to basically say, like, you know what? All of these quote unquote relationships that you've had before that haven't worked out, and they're not necessarily failures, they're just stepping stones to where you need to be in terms of your future. But it's a case for you to think over this situation and actually see this as more of a lesson. And also you understanding that, everybody that comes in your life, you have to use your own discernment and filter through going through this certain period in your life, because not everybody who has that template is going to be someone who's beneficial for you, And it's a case of you growing through the situation and growing with that person, but allowing yourself to grow with this person that's coming into your life. That's the goal. Because I just missed one card, but you've got the Knight of Pentacles followed by the Knight of Wands, right? Which is beautiful. Because your long-term goal with this person is going to lead you to a long-term victory. This will hold a lot of weight going forwards. But your biggest challenges going forwards is the idea of you understanding that with this situation, it's about you letting go of your idea of a preference. But it's cool, understand it. Like, it's a case of everybody has to go through these certain reality checks. And that's fine. Even I had to go through that reality check. Back in the day, I'm only going to speak previously, a little bit about my past, but there was a time when I'd only go for a certain preference, and now I've had to make that readjustment and realize that that wasn't the template for me going forwards, the person that I'm with now, if anything, is someone that isn't exactly my type, but she completes me. But yes, enough about me. It's all about you. But as I said to you, it's all about you making discernment, making a better decisions through your intuition about the situation. You still very balanced during the situation, but it's a case of you not worrying about what other people think during the situation and letting go of that. Because I do see absolute abundance, love, peace, joy, happiness in the situation. Yes, that will happen. You gotta allow yourself for them changes to happen. But yes, I hope you love that reading. I go by the name of the Sorcerer. Love, peace, and light. One love.
Sorcerer.